Hello Year 9, welcome to Lesson 7 of the summer term. And today you're going to change topic and you're going to be studying leisure time, les loisirs. As always on this slide you have a list of everything you will need for today's lesson. So you will need the exercise book the school gave you, a pen and a ruler, your knowledge organiser for module 5, and this can be opened in a window separately, and wordreference.com, the online dictionary, again can be opened on a tab on a window to be referred to whenever you need to. Pause to get everything ready. I would love it if you could email me any questions you have about the activities in this lesson, or if you want to receive an achievement point. You'll notice that on the final slide, I've nominated 6 students whose work I would like to see. So please make sure you send me a photo and you'll get a lovely achievement point. If you're not on the list, please also send me your work for an achievement point. Okay, do not forget to write the date on the top line in French, and today, Tuesday, the 5th of May, mardi 5 mai. The title, Mon temps libre, is my free time. So write and underline both of those. And then please can you write out the objective, l'objectif, to write about the sports that you do. So press pause to do that now. And now for the do now activity. I would like you to copy the English sentences given to you, numbers 1 to 5, in your exercise book, and then to match them up to the French, which I've just shown you. So just write the English 1 to 5 with the correct French next to it, please. Press pause to do that and play to get the answers. And here are the answers to the do now. I find it great. Je trouve ça génial. 2. I find it fascinating. Je trouve ça passionnant. 3. I find it good. Je trouve ça bien. 4. I find it boring. Je trouve ça ennuyeux. Et numéro 5, I find it rubbish. Je trouve ça nul. Okay, can you pause to check those answers now? Now I'd like you to repeat them again after me. I find it great. Je trouve ça génial. I find it fascinating. Je trouve ça passionnant. 3. I find it good. Je trouve ça bien. 4. I find it boring. Je trouve ça ennuyeux. 5. I find it rubbish. Je trouve ça nul. Well done, Year 9. So press pause if you need to pause and then play to go on to the next activity.
So for our first activity, we're gonna start looking at different sports that you do. As usual, I'm reading the phrases from the screen. Can you please repeat after me? Je fais du vélo. Je fais du patinage. Je fais du hockey sur glace. Je fais du canoë-kayak. Je fais de la musculation. Je fais de la danse. Je fais de la natation. Je fais de la planche à voile. Je fais de l'escalade. Je fais de l'équitation. Et je fais des randonnées. Well done, Year 9. Now I want you to match up the French with the English, which is now on your screen. Press pause and press play again when you're ready to see the correction. So this is what you needed to find for that matchup. Je fais du vélo is of course I go cycling or I do cycling. Je fais du patinage, I do ice skating. Je fais du hockey sur glace, I do ice hockey. Je fais du canoë-kayak, I do canoeing. Je fais de la musculation, weightlifting. I do dance, I do swimming, I do windsurfing, I do rock climbing, I do horse riding, and the last one was I go hiking. Can you please now take um, a minute to check your work and make sure that you've got exactly the same in your exercise book as on your screen. Good, well done. Can I start by asking you to pay a bit more attention to those phrases? You've got some words in blue, some words in red, and then at the end of it for randonnée, I've put them in bold. Now, you probably already know that those sports, the first four sports in blue are masculine sports, the one in red are feminine. Then you've got two sports that start with a vowel, and then you've got sport that is plural. That is something you've worked with either Miss Atkinson or me already this year. It's just a revision of this, but I just wanted to draw your attention to it. We'll work on this piece of grammar in the coming lessons. Okay, so for our next activity, you've got a link on Quizlet on class charts. Can you please click on it and complete the Learn, Write and Spell activity? When you're ready to do the test, do it, and then send me a screenshot of your score. You can now press pause and press play again when you're ready to continue with the lesson. For the next part of the lesson, I want us to have a look at starting to build up sentences. So the middle two columns, you recognize the vocabulary you've already written in your exercise book. So the verb is je fais, and the sports, you've got all the sports we already talked about and you've just practiced on Quizlet. The first column, you've got some time phrases to introduce your sentence. After the sports, you've got some connectives, whether you're linking two sentences together or you're creating an opposition with the mais and cependant. Then you've got your opinion, je trouve ça or je ne trouve pas ça, which we did in the do now. And then you've got the reasons at the end. We did most of them in the do now, the others are just cognate. But let's check a bit on the pronunciation for that last column. Can you repeat after me? Super. Génial. Passionnant. Cool. Bien. Ennuyeux. Nul. Stupid. Well done. Now, can you please write down numbers 1 to 7 in your exercise book? Okay, I'm now going to read you 7 sentences. What I want you to do, I want you to write them down. I'm saying them in French first. You write them down in French. Okay. Of course, you can pause at the end of each sentence to give you the time to write down the full sentence in your exercise book. D'habitude, je fais du canoë-kayak et je trouve ça super. Numéro 2. Normalement, je fais du vélo parce que je trouve ça passionnant. Numéro 3. Parfois, je fais de la danse, mais je trouve ça ennuyeux. Numéro 4. Souvent, je fais de l'escalade, mais je ne trouve pas ça bien. Okay. I'm now going to read you the sentences in English. Can you please write them down in French? Rarely, I go hiking because I find it rubbish. Numéro 6. From time to time, I do ice hockey and I find it cool. Et numéro 7. Usually, I do weightlifting because I do not find it stupid. Well done, Year 9, that was good work. Let's have a look at what you had to find. Can you please take a minute to check on your work, making sure that you wrote exactly the same? When I said because, for number 5 and 7, whether you've written car or parce que doesn't really matter to me as long as you've spelled it correctly. So you can now press pause and press play again when you're ready to continue with the lesson.